It's July 1st and it's garden tour time, and we're going to start on the other end near the goats. It's their dinner. You just get grass hay, some alfalfa. See, Butters has her head buried. Hi, Butters. How you doing, sweetie? All right, so we're going to start on the east end of the garden and work our way through. We've got the avocado tree here. There are some little avocados. See the little guy right there? So that's fun. So let's see if we'll get to beat the squirrels to them. These big trees right here. These are actually hazelnut trees. And we have yet to beat the squirrels to the nuts. So maybe this year we'll be able to get some. Passion fruit vine. It's growing well. Got some pomegranate flowers coming in. My milkweed is about to bloom, or starting to bloom. It's pretty. So this is a native narrow leaf milkweed, and that's a showy milkweed, also native. Watermelons aren't doing a whole lot. I don't think this is a good spot for them, but over there we got garbanzo beans and some other dry beans. The cucumbers have been going like crazy. I made 16 pint jars of bread and butter pickles this weekend. These are those soup peas, and they're drying out nicely. So we'll be able to harvest those and start cracking them and store them. Some zucchini over here. Some yellow squash, and then a regular green zucchini back there. Here's the chickens hanging out. These are slicing cucumbers over here. These ones are curling up. I think it's a pollination issue. Just not getting fully pollinated. But come around here. This corn is incredibly tall. I think it's actually taller than the well, yeah, I mean, there's one stalk over there that looks like it's probably about 12 feet tall. You can see it. It's huge. So, corn's really happy in this location. The tomatillos covered in blossoms and it's fruiting. The new batch of green beans are doing really well. The dry beans doing awesome. Tomatoes got a lot more fruit developing in here. You see that? Lots of fruit. I've been harvesting quite a bit of green beans off of these plants here. These ones here I think are getting smothered by these really tall Jerusalem artichokes. Again, these are probably at least 10 feet, if not more. More tomato plants, as tall as I am. Some big fruit. Tomatoes are doing just fabulous this year. Way better than they did last year. More fruit. Got some more milkweed over here. This is the popping corn. It's not nearly as tall, which is okay. This variety doesn't get real tall, but you can see that the ears are starting to form. You got a big tall sunflower. Some new asparagus bed. Some asparagus is popping up still. Hi, chickens. Apple. Apple tree's getting good. Close. It's time to prune this cherry tree, which I'll probably do this week since it's summer and they prefer summer pruning. Look at this way. We've got a loquat tree. The squash isn't really into climbing, but there are little squashes on it developing. You can kind of see in there. We've got some cucumber plants coming up. The onions, we've been harvesting those. They've been really big too. This spaghetti squash is incredible. There's so much fruit on it. And it's just going and going. And then I have this squash growing into the tree. This poor pear tree is like, help. It was growing in the crook of the tree and I pulled it out, but it's growing up into the tree. There's another fruit right there. So over here, I think this is the squash plant that's climbing into the tree here. It's called a Marina di Chioggia. It's hard to pronounce. Best tasting squash I've ever had. The fruit, it's kind of a turban type squash. It's from, there's a good sized fruit back there. It's from Italy, a similar climate to what we have, and they just do fantastic here. This is big giant leaves. And then this is a new one. I think this one's called Sunshine. This is a kabocha type. So they're smaller, they're orange. Looking forward to trying those, but the plant's doing really well. Super happy with that. Our native elderberry has got fruit developing. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to making some syrups from that. Geez, you wouldn't think we just weeded back here. All this mustard coming up. This is black mustard. It grows kind of wild everywhere. Oops. The melons are super happy. And there are melons in here developing. See them down there? These are muskmelons, aka cantaloupes. See them kind of in there. And I got another squash coming through here, growing up through the tomatoes. So that's cool. This is my little carrot bed. So I planted it with seed. I just sprinkled seed down and then put a piece of wood over it to keep it moist until they started to germinate, which they did. And then I removed it. Now I just need to keep it moist until the plants get big enough. So let's see if we can see some. There's some nice tiny little seedlings in there. I don't know if you can see them. They kind of just fell over from the water, but they're growing. That's the best way to start carrot seeds around here, just because we have a dry summer. So you really have to keep the soil surface moist because you can't plant them very deep. The peppers are doing really well. We've got some hot cherries developing. This is my hot pepper bed. Got some, looks like some cayennes over there, or maybe those are ram's horns. The tags got kind of mixed up thanks to the chickens getting in here. This is a shishito. We've got some shishitos coming in. We've got quite a few shishito plants in here because we eat a lot of them. There's I think a Thai hot or something there. I'll have to look and see what I got. Dill, marigolds, pears. Our garden is doing fantastic this year. I'm just so thrilled. I'm going to say that humic acid we added was really a game changer. So, thanks for watching. And if you like this, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.